Hello, hello! Happy Friday, everybody! It's Friday Sews. Welcome to my channel. I'm Stephanie. Welcome to my sewing room. Friday Sews is a little bit of sewing and a little bit of life. And so let's just start with sewing, shall we? None. I've done none sewing. My grandson says that. We almost don't want to correct him because it's so cute. He'll say none instead when he should say something different. I've done none sewing. I haven't been sewing. I'm itching to get some sewing done, but other things took precedence, which I'm happy to share. First of all, I'm still working on the hoodie hugs. Why can't this just be easy? So, for those of you following this saga, here's where I'm at. I made my own pattern, my own design, which is the hoodie hugs, and it's been a really long journey, but I'm at the end now. And so I had a group of you guys that volunteered to test it for me, and so we're pretty much at the end of that process. And I just want to say, wow, so many things I would have never seen. Little things, big things. I'm amazed. And so I will feel so much more confident putting this pattern out on Etsy for sale, knowing that it's been vetted really well, and I appreciate that so much. The time and effort that people put into letting me know. I mean, wow. I'm just so grateful, so grateful. So I have my this is my pattern instructions that I printed out, and I have all these little notes, typo notes and all kinds of stuff. So my husband did my beautiful graphics. I can't fix anything without him, and he's busy, busy, busy. You know, we have a photography business, and he's got 3 weddings this weekend, so busy. And I can't take him away from that, so I'm kind of in a waiting, holding pattern, getting these corrections done. And, you know, there's just been a couple of snags, and one of them I still don't know the answer to. And what it is someone in my testing group tried to print my pattern from her iPad, but it's not coming out the right size. It's slightly off, but slightly off when you do a whole pattern could be a lot, and how to fix that. So I've gone back to my pattern guy who made my pattern, and so I'm going back and forth with him a little to see if he can help me figure it out, but I'm not sure that I'm going to find a solution. And so, I hate that. Like, I don't know what to do. I hate that. So still trying to figure that out. And I feel like keep saying it soon, but I just have to get these typos and figure out that iPad problem, and then I'm done. And then I have to figure out how to open an Etsy store. I haven't done that yet either. Oh, you can't open an Etsy store if you don't have a product to sell. I already tried that. You can't just open it for no reason. You have to have something, your first item to put in. At least that's what I took away from this situation. So I've done none sewing. Life has been busy. You ever kind of, like, my time is my own. And I kind of think, where did all it go? Where did it go? Where did my time go? You know, I have a lot of fun things. There's a lot of fun things going on with my church right now. And a lot of fun things going on with my grandkids. My granddaughter's doing cheer. She's only 8. Oh my gosh, it's so adorable. She has the whole costume and everything. And I went to her game, and it was just awesome. And I want to say a couple of things about that. Number one, when did I get too old to go up and down bleachers? I was I felt like I needed to crawl. I just thought, I don't, my balance, and it's like really, they didn't have like steps. It was just you had to climb over each bleacher. I was just like, I felt really old in that moment. I managed it, didn't fall, but still, when did that happen? And the other thing is, she was so adorable. She's new to this, and she just loves it, loves it, loves it. And I have to say, she's so cute. She's just a little beat off of everyone else. She's a little behind everyone else, but she is the loudest. It's so cute. It's so cute. She has, like, every time it's something for her to do, it's a little extra. I call her extra. I say, you're extra. You have extra. She's just always got a little extra kick, extra little oomph. I just love her personality so much. And they were over here the other day, and we just had a marvelous time, and I just feel the countdown. They're getting older now. I feel the countdown coming. They're not gonna really just be like begging to come to Grammy's house before long, right? I went through that with my older grandkids, and they just get too old, and then they have lives. They don't want to visit Grammy anymore. So church, kids, and home. You know, with the changing season, don't you find yourself wanting to do more home stuff than usual? And I ended up like cleaning out cabinets, and you know, why? I took all that time to clean out cabinets. It just seemed like I needed to do that. And I cleaned out my closet. I didn't clean out my closet. I changed it from the seasons. So I'm ready to film that and show you in all my spare time. I will do that. I want to show off my closet, but it's changed, and I have so much to say about that. Some really fun ideas there to share. I feel like I'm always teasing you, something I'm gonna do. And you know, yet there's life. And, you know, we all have a life. And, you know, it's funny because I put a note up here to talk about, and there's a bunch of us that do these channels, and, you know, it's like in the beginning, and actually even more so, the longer you do a YouTube channel, the more you start saying, what do I have to talk about? What on earth am I doing? What do I have to talk about? When I started my channel, it was for a story that I had written for a local business, and it was history, because I love history. And then I thought, I like this YouTube, it's fun, and you know, maybe there's other things I could talk about. And then I found my camper. So my channel became a channel about redoing a camper. And then once the camper's done, then what do you talk about? Thought I would talk about beauty for older women, but then, you know, after I've said all my favorites, I'm not going to keep buying a bunch more stuff to keep talking about. It's just not my thing. So the pandemic hit, and I got into sewing, which I've been into sewing my whole life, but I didn't think I could talk about it on YouTube because I'm not really good at it. I'm not really good at sewing. But I don't know. It's like all of those things. And so I end up talking about all of those things. And in the beginning, I was stressed. Like, you know, can I talk about more than one thing? And then I decided, you know what, I'm just talk about whatever I want, see what happens. That's kind of where I'm at. And so I ran across Viv Mom today. I adore her channel, by the way, just love her. And she could talk about the weather or paint drying, and I would love it. I just love hearing her voice. She's just got such a neat spirit. And she was talking about that same thing, like, what do I talk about? And I just want to say that this is my new philosophy, and it goes against all the experts. So, you know, sue me. No, don't sue me. Talk about whatever you want, you know, and see what happens. You just never know, right? And I think with Viv Mom, it really is true. She said she had other passions like cooking, and, you know, she said something else too. But yeah, I would love to hear those things, because I just like hearing her talk, and I like the way she explains things. So, you know, if you ever watch this, Viv Mom, talk about whatever you want, and believe me, they'll listen. Do you remember that movie about the baseball field with Kevin Costner? And he kept saying, if you build it, they will come. I think that, why not, you know? Talk about what's interesting to you and see what happens. And I thought if I started talking about sewing, all my camper friends would leave me. But, you know, a lot of you guys stuck around. And then when I started showing my camping stuff, some of you sewing people like to go see the camper, even though you'll never camp or never want one. So you never know. You just never know. Sometimes it's just fine. Just do what you want. That's going to be my philosophy. I'm talking about that. And I don't think you can do it right or wrong. It just is. And so fun. And there's, you know, it's like my husband used to do draw logos. Before he did all photography, he used to draw some logos for people because he could draw anything. And we used to think that we could look at a business and tell if it was going to fail or not, because we're like, I wonder how much savings they have, because that idea is no good. And you know what? We weren't always right. Sometimes these weird ideas ended up being super successful, and sometimes the ones that just seemed like a no-brainer failed. So who knows? I say follow your passion and see what happens. And so I don't know how I got off on that tangent. Well, I guess it's Viv Mom's fault. But, you know, I thought, should I talk about my closet? Because now what is that? Home decor? So glamping, sewing, now home decor. I mean, well, you know what? I want to show you my closet. Will that be okay? because it's really cute and not like ones that I saw when I was searching for inspiration. So I'm going to share it. And now I have to share it soon or you'll be like, what happened to that closet? So we're just regular people, and just like I love the connection, the putting up the video and then looking at the comments. I don't always get to answer them as quickly. Just, you know, life gets in the way. And but I read every single comment because it pops on my phone immediately and I see it, and I could be doing something but I still see it, and I just love that. I mean, I love seeing what everybody's up to. And oh my gosh, you guys, look at this. Facebook again, sorry, but you know, I lost my Facebook account. I've let it go, and I'm actually having a fresh start. I made up a new Facebook account, and I've got like 75 friends, and that's just you guys. So I just feel so blessed, and it's a really nice feed of people I have a lot in common with. So I'm really enjoying that. So, you know, I feel like God works in mysterious ways to make changes in my life that I wasn't expecting or looking for. And I kind of love that. I love that. So I'm kind of trying to be more in the let's just take what comes and see what happens. And just kind of look for the good in it. So this is what I really want to get done. And so my next sewing project is going to be a sew along hoodie hugs, which I think I'm procrastinating on. Are you a procrastinator? I'm a big time procrastinator. It's not new. I've always been this way, but especially if I am worried about something, then I'll just keep putting it off. And sew along intimidates me because, you know, it should be perfect. And I'm the least perfect at everything. Like, I do just enough to get by. I do not try to do perfect. So a little nervous to do a sew along. I've done sew alongs before and they're hard because what if I forget a step, or you know, what if it's not perfect and it's done? I can't change that. I can't fix that, you know. One of my highest viewed videos is my dress form. Have you seen it? And I did a sew along, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was so lost in that process of making that. It was way over my head, way. And so I got done with the whole section, found out I'd done it totally wrong and backwards. And I was just sitting there thinking, well, I wanted to film this, but now they're going to see that I cut that already. Like, it's already been trimmed. That seam has been trimmed, and now I have to take it apart and move it. So I just showed the mistake. And I got so many comments that they really liked me showing that mistake, even though I really didn't want to show that mistake. They liked it because it made it seem like they could also make a mistake and still get a dress form. I'm pointing. She's right over there. They could still get the product, even if you make a mistake. You just keep going. So maybe I'm talking myself into getting my sew along done. I just need to get it done. I'm going to push myself. Okay, so I don't know if that's what you were expecting today for Friday sews, because there's not a lot of sewing, but a whole lot of Friday, you know, just a whole lot of other things going on. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm mostly happy that you're here, so I just want to say thank you so much for stopping by and watching my channel. I hope you have a very blessed weekend and something fun, something fall, something great, and I hope the same for me. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.